time to be better, do better, see better. It's time for Uplift with Cliff. To get a little uplift with Cliff. With Cliff. Time to rise, time to shift. Get your spark, get your gift. Yeah, it's time for Uplift with Cliff. Are you ready for some uplift with Cliff? Welcome to Uplift with Cliff.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone out there in TV land. Is it TV land or is it internet land? Is it internet land? Is it online? We'll just call it the World Wide Web. You have tuned into Uplift with Cliff, and I am your host with the mostest, or am I the most you can get out of a host? I don't know. But either way it goes, it's Tuesday. Today is what? December the 2nd, and we are rocking here at Studio One, here in the office of the CEO. I'm Cliff Long, your host. This is Uplift with Cliff. Okay, listen, the year has flown by. How many times have we heard that from our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, our brothers, our cousins, our aunties, everyone? We always hear the year has flown by, but it truly has. I remember when it was just December of last year, and I was sitting down thinking, oh my goodness, I haven't even started Christmas shopping yet. And so here I am now. Guess what, Tico?
What's up?
I haven't even started Christmas shopping yet. And we are sitting here now. I'm wondering what I'm getting ready to buy people. But today I've got some very special people in the studio. Listen, in football, you have offense, you have defense, and then you have what's called special teams. I've got our special team people in the house today. I've got Vice President, super duper Vice President Stephanie here, super duper Vice President Allie. You can't see them, but trust me, they're here. And then I got the rest of the marketing dynamic duo, the squad. They're here. Everybody give yourself a round of applause. Okay, and they're here today for the final Uplift with Cliff of 2025. Now listen, there were a lot of topics that were given to me today for me to talk on, but there was one that really resonated with me. I really wanted to talk about how to be successful in sales, because a lot of people, most of the majority of the people watching, you're in sales and it may or may not be working for you. And there are some secrets to success in sales. And the thing is it goes from whether you're selling real estate or insurance or mortgages or purses at Neiman Marcus. The same tools are there. But then I thought about the fact that this is the last uplift of the year, and nobody's really worried about sales right now. Now's the time, the season where you go home and you're with your family. We just had a wonderful Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving? If your Thanksgiving was good, drop a note in the comments. All I want to know is, are you a turkey person or are you a ham person? Are you a turkey person or are you a ham person? Oh my goodness, I see Reese Stewart. Reese is all about that turkey. He talks turkey. I see Jay over there. I see Rose Kemp. Hola, mi amor. I see Lisa Hill. Good morning. Good morning. One of the best presidents this association has ever seen. But I really want to know this morning. Put it in the comment. Turkey or ham? Turkey or ham? Let me know. Listen, as long as we're talking about Lisa Hill, and I love you, Lisa Hill, I'm going to go back, guys, to COVID 2021. When my whole house was locked down, and this is what the Christmas season, the Thanksgiving season is all about. My whole house is locked down, and it's Thanksgiving morning, and I'm walking around the house in my pajamas, and there's a scripture that talks about giving honor where honor is due and why I love certain people so much. And there was a knock at my front door, and my house was locked down because of COVID. And I went to the front door, and guess who was there? It was Lisa Hill. And it was Zola along with her. And I don't even know how they got my address. But the fact of the matter is they showed up at my house with a boatload of food. There was turkey, there was ham. This is how you show love, ladies and gentlemen. So Lisa, I want to pay that back 5 years later. Just tell you that I love you, I appreciate you, and I appreciate that day. Nobody's known, I've never talked to anyone about this. How about Tico?
No.
The world doesn't know about the day you showed up at my house and fed my whole family for Thanksgiving dinner because we had COVID, and I need to let you know I appreciate that. All right, so I see Reese Stewart. Mandy says she is all about that ham. Oh, come on, Rose. It can't be turkey and ham. Come on. All right, so they say, Cliff, what are you going to talk about? Now that I've had my throwback to COVID moment, I want to talk a little bit about, I don't want to talk about how to be successful in sales. As a matter of fact, that's going to be the second uplift of the year for 2026. Now, Cliff, how do you know it's going to be two already? Because I already know what number one is going to be. On the first uplift of the year, we're going to bolt a camera to Cliff and a microphone, and we're going to walk around the Orlando Regional Realtor Association campus. We're going to go upstairs, downstairs. We're going to go to Studio One and show you the best TV studio of any Realtor Association in America. So that's going to be episode 1. But today, as we close the year out, today's topic is going to be something that hits a little bit more near and dear. And I want you guys to absorb what I talk about today. It's going to be called Lessons from the Journey. Lessons from the Journey. 2025 has been a heck of a year. And I was asked to share some of my personal, not just public, but personal leadership lessons for 2025. And good morning. Allie says she is turkey, but she only cares about the stuffing. Listen, at my house, we take dressing seriously. And I know I divert from this. We take dressing seriously. We make 2 pans of that, and we eat that just as much as we eat anything else. So look here, don't mess with the cranberry sauce. Don't mess with, okay, I'm on food again. Stop. Okay, so today's topic is lessons from the journey. So there are 3 quick takeaways that I've had to learn this year. And here's the 3 takeaways, and I'm going to talk a little bit about each of them. The first one is humility. This 2025 has been a year of humility for me. The second one is listening. 2025 has been a year that I had to learn how to listen better. And then the third one is going to be embracing change. I've had to embrace change. Cliff, starting from the back to the front, what was the greatest change that I had to embrace this year in 2025? Easily, being unpopular. Being unpopular. You see, for guys like me who live for people, who love on people, guys who are always in crowds, and I'm a people pleaser, it was a major impact to my psyche this year. And I'm just really opening up a little bit to you guys. It was a major impact to my psyche this year, being the unpopular guy. There are 2 things attributed to it. Number one, it's just the way society is today. But the other thing is in a down economy. And in a down economy, when you're in a business of association management, the first CEO that I ever worked for told me, he said, hey, Cliff, in the absence of their business, they'll get in your business. And nothing could be more true. There's so many people that were just looking and reaching out and lashing out, because it was hard out there for our members this year. Very hard for the members this year. And so they're always out there, and so sometimes when it's hard for the membership, they let you feel it here at the association, and rightfully so, because we're here to serve the members. And so being the unpopular guy this year was something that I was not used to. But then I had to realize, that's just how life is. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm a huge football fan. And I'm a much bigger college football fan than I am a actual NFL. Started off with the NFL, really love college. But if you haven't figured it out yet, Lane Kiffin didn't work for Ole Miss anymore. And I don't know if you follow football, whether it's Miami or Alabama or Ohio State, or as the people from Ohio say, that team up north. When you're the coach, when you're winning, everybody loves you. But when you're losing, honey, oh my goodness, it's fire him, fire her. When you're losing, you should have been gone. Get rid of the bum. He's overpaid. But when you're winning championships, everybody loves you. They want to go to Colombia with you, Venezuela with you. And then, so you have to learn that, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So easily this year, the biggest lesson that I had to learn, good morning, dedicated. I need to see your name. Anna Gazara, good to see you, leader. Okay. All right. Good morning, Keela Long. Happy anniversary. So the first thing that I had to learn and digest this year, this is my very first year of really being unpopular. But I'm not worried about that, because as the economy improves, so too will the mood. So the second thing that I had to learn and focus on this year, I had to be a better listener. Now, let's talk about listening. There's listening to understand, and then there's listening to respond. If you have ever been married, stop listening to stop listening to respond and start listening to understand. And one of the things we do all the time in relationships, as a boss, as a mentor, when people are talking to you, don't already have what you're going to respond with in your mind. How does that translate to the association? I'm very old school, and I go from the adage, the member is always right. The member is always right. And I'm going to always lean to the side of the member when things happen, even when I know they ain't right. But I'm going to lean to the side of the member because I just rather convey understanding than convey what the policy says. I want to convey understanding than convey what the bylaws state. So if I can find a way for me to be wrong and the member to be right, I've learned that a soft answer turns away wrath. And so this year, I've learned to listen to understand better. When people come in and they talk and they have things that they're saying, I force myself to make up my mind to hear. And if there's any way whatsoever that I can help that person, do so. And let me just put 2 and 3 together, y'all, especially when you unpopular. So I told you guys I'm going to be transparent today. I'm going to be very open today. When the wolves are out there and the people are banging and things are going on, that's not the time to start quoting what the law says to people. That's the time to sit down and listen. And if there's a way that you can find out to help a man or help a person, goodwill, a soft answer turns away wrath. That's wisdom. And so I had to learn this year to listen to understand and not listen to respond. I said a minute ago, if you're married, oftentimes we as husbands and as wives, we already got our mind made up. I'm right, you're wrong. And the only time we're just listening, getting ready with our response. We're just listening, getting ready for our response. And I'll tell you another good sign to know when you're just listening so that you can give your response. All right, y'all ready, especially all y'all married folks, is when 20 minutes after the argument is over, you find yourself saying, I should have said this. I should have said that. I should have told him this. You're still in that mind state of listening to respond and not listening to understand. And the sign of that is when 20 minutes later, you're saying, I should have got him with this right here. If I'd have said, no, chill, everybody, calm down. We're gonna listen to the members here at the association. We're gonna listen to understand, not listen to respond. And I will tell all my leaders out there, that's right, Reese Stewart. Look at Reese is on it today. Active listening. I love me some Reese Stewart. And so active listening. So that's one of the big things that I've had to learn this year is to tuck away my ego. Because my ego would have me wanting everyone to love me and everyone to like me. And life just doesn't work like that. I'm going to talk about that in a second. And then the other thing there is humility. Oh, wow. Another lesson that I learned this year in 2025, I kind of learned it before, but it was one that I had to lean on, was nobody cares if you're right. Okay? So if you're right, then just be right. If you're going out there sounding the alarm, trying to tell everybody, I did this, I didn't, stop it. Because what you have that's been created by the internet, by social media, by society, is a world, get this, that's listening to respond. If I could sell that piece of knowledge for $49.99 on Time Life in a 6 CD set, I could get rich off of that. You all didn't catch that. You didn't catch it. I tied it in like a Boy Scout. Oh my gosh. Did y'all just catch that? You see, listen. Okay. I dropped some knowledge. Tico, where's my crickets button? I should have some crickets right now. This should sound like Alabama Sunday evening right here. It should be cool. Okay, listen. The reason, stop. I learned this year, don't run out there. If you're right, then just be right. And sometimes being right means being quiet. Oh my God, that should be the second CD. That should be the second CD in the Juan, are you getting these nuggets? These are gold. These are gold, people. If you're right, then just be right and be quiet. Being right does not mean being vocal. Being right does not mean being vocal. Oh my gosh, Reese Stewart, tell them about active listening still. So what I learned this year is humility. Just be quiet. Just listen. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know who you are? Doesn't matter what people say you are. Do you know who you are? And if you know who you are, you don't go out there in the streets trying to convince people of who you are. Crickets, but crickets. So humility and having a good dose of humility is how you save yourself, is how you make sure that you stay sane, not worrying about what people have to say and what people are doing. So as you go out there, because listen, this is going to happen when you start becoming successful in real estate. No, I'm not talking about your little 6 million or 2 million. And I don't mean to minimize that because a sale is a sale. But when you start getting to the 20 million, the 30 million, and you're repeating 40, 50, all of a sudden people are going to start having opinions about how you sell. Am I telling the truth, guys? All of a sudden when you become super successful and you have a team and your team's killing it and you got 100 million, 200 million, people are going to have to they will start having opinions about you and your team and how you sell. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that you can't stop to listen to the people who have opinions about your sales system or your company. You've got to keep it moving, because if you stop, okay, nugget number 3, if you stop to listen to the naysayers, you become like the naysayers. Listen, where's my cup? Where's my cup? Where's my cup? That's the wrong cup. Claudia, it's the wrong cup. Listen, I've got a cup that says, if you're minding my business, then you're not minding your own business. Listen, you can't stop. When you start getting your business up and it's rocking and it's rolling and it's dropping bombs and you've got sales and you're on billboards and you're in magazines and people are saying, we want to get that Stephanie White sales system, and people are saying, we want Tico to come speak. When you hit that level, people are going to start hating. And when they start hating, you cannot stop to address the haters. You've got to keep it moving. We were successful. The board of directors of this organization is absolutely awesome. And we put together a magnificent structure of this building. But no sooner than we got moved in the building, oh my goodness, people, you would think that we would start taking laps around Orlando, high-fiving and dapping and telling folks. But listen, as soon as we got in the building, we had to learn about how to be in the building. We had to learn how to occupy the building. So we had issues with, the first one was the air conditioning. And oh my God, you would have thought, if you guys remember the air conditioning days, people lost their minds over the air. It became a major issue. We were getting emails and text messages. People, you would think that if you built a building like this, you could cool. No, we came from 14,000 square feet to 40. We had to learn how to cool the building. Good morning, Stephanie. I see you. Facts. Andrew, I see you. Not Stephanie Del Sol, I'm loving you, being you. But we had to learn it. But immediately after building the building, this is my personal leadership journey. We had people that were talking about the air conditioning. And then we had to learn how to operate the sound system. All of this in 2025. So we had challenges with the microphones. We haven't had those challenges in months now. But oh my goodness, I had to deal with the ugliness, absolute ugliness of people talking about microphones, people talking about the air conditioning. And so I had to learn how to live on this level. And what that meant is that when people would come to me, I would listen to them. I would tell them that we're absolutely going to do our very best to try to correct that situation. And then guess what, folks? I moved on. And so what I'm saying to you is that humility and listening, I only got 11 minutes. Humility and listening and embracing change. One of the things I also want to state is that as the members, you guys are the members, you're the people that I work for. Looking back on 2025, it was your feedback that allowed us to make the changes. So I noticed that when I talked about the microphones and the air conditioning and things like that, there were people that even complained that the parking lot was empty. We had multiple complaints. What I had to learn to do is take the feedback, even when it's negative, and digest it like it's positive. Ooh, that was deep. That was deep. That was deep. I could sell that in a 1 CD set, just one sentence on Facebook for $39.99 and make $1 million. But I'm giving it to you for free. I had to learn in 2025 to take the negative comments and digest it like it's positive. This is when your humility reaches the next level. When you have the ability to listen to what people say, and Stephanie White taught me this, and don't take it personally. Listen to what people say, even, oh gosh, do I have some mature people in here? Allie, okay, Tamara, listen to what people say, even when it is negative, and digest it like it's positive. That's when you know you have arrived. That's when you know that you're ready to sit in the big seat. That's when you know that you are a mature adult. I listen to what people say, whether it's negative, whether they talk about me personally, whether they talk about things, this or that. All that stuff does for me, and I learned in 25, it just goes into the game plan. It just tells me what the next move's going to be. It just tells me what I need to do to make sure that I adjust to what the community is saying and doing what the people are feeling. But you can't let that get into your heart. You can't let that get into who you are and your spirit, because if you start doubting you, then they got you. Allie, if you start doubting you, then who's for you? I can't be for you, Allie, if you ain't for you. Stephanie, I can't be for you if you, do you get that? Tico, do you understand that? The first person that's got to be for you is you. And then you and me plus God equals a majority. We can win then, but if I got to get you up out the dirt, we can't get to where we got to be if I got to put you on my shoulder and carry you back to a place where you feel good about yourself. So this world out there is, I learned in 2025 that if you're right, just be right. In terms of engagement, my wife said it right. This is one of my sayings: eat the meat and spit out the bones. That's it. That's life. Eat the meat and spit out the bones. Keep it moving. So I got 8 minutes. So the next thing that I learned, and the last thing is regarding engagement. When the storms are blowing and the rain is coming and the foundation is being shook and the members are mad and the members aren't selling and the staff is saying, hey, we're reducing staff. You're asking us to do more with less, and the budget is getting tightened and all the world seems to be shaking around you. What 2025 taught me, what I had to do was stay focused. When Sandrita comes in and, hey, boss, this is what's going on. And Allie comes in and Stephanie and Amanda walks in through the door. And she ain't never got no good news. But when she comes through that door, I started locking it because she's bringing in that bad news. I had to make her come through the front. That's the bad news door. That's the good news door. But when people come in and they drop that bomb on you, I just got a resignation, or I just got a phone call, or did you see what they posted on social media? But when all of that happens, you have to stay focused. For me, number one, as far as this building, serving my members. Serving the members comes first, serving my staff, and then serving my family. And when I leave here at 5 o'clock, it's serving my family first, and then everything else second. But from 8 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m., no matter what happens, stay focused. Make sure that you stay focused on serving the members. Because here's one thing I had to learn. The issues of 2 or 3 members are not the issues of 20,000. Where my crickets button? Because 4 or 5 or 6 people or one Facebook group have something to say. There are 20,000 people out there trying to make it happen. They're worried about their MLS. They're worried about their dues. I'm getting emails from members that say, Cliff, I'm going to have a closing in December. Can you just hold on disconnecting me for 1 week because I'm going to have my pay. Are y'all getting what I'm saying here? We got people out here actually trying to sell, people out here who are struggling, people out here who are trying to make it, and they're not reading Facebook. They're not worried about masterminding. These people got closings, and these closings are going to pay bills, real bills. The great Nick Saban, the former coach for the University of Alabama, had a saying. Listen up, folks. I'm about to drop a bomb. Y'all where's my QR code, Tico? I should have a QR code that I should be able to put up here so that they can give to the cause. Y'all ready? All right. That's right, Andrew. Y'all thought this was practice? That's a great Allen Iverson saying. If you never followed basketball, you should. That's right, Rick. Look at what Rick said. Every storm runs out of rain. Maria Alejandra, good morning, good morning, good morning. The great Nick Saban, the retired Nick Saban, the Nick Saban from Game Day, the championship ring-winning Nick Saban said once, and this goes along the line of be focused, and then we're going to transition. This is what he tells the players on the field. Be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. The crowd is raging. The people are yelling. The stadium is rocking. And everyone's yelling your name or they're cursing your name. He said, be where your feet are. The only play that matters is the next play. Oh, my gosh. Stephanie White, Allie Taylor. Can I get a round of applause? Hug stars, Tommy, I love you too. Listen, the only play that matters is the next play. You got to be where your feet are. Yeah, you're going to get news that absolutely rocks you to the core. People are going to post stuff. People are going to talk about stuff. The great Lane Kiffin taught me that the world can talk about you. You just keep on coaching, baby, and get you a new contract. Just keep on coaching, baby, and get you a new contract. Just keep on coaching. Just keep on winning. And the world loves a winner. It is now 9:57 a.m. and I've got to get ready to conclude this episode of Uplift with Cliff. And we're going to do as we always do. We're going to do some affirmations. And why do we do affirmations? Because if you don't tell yourself you're great, nobody else is. So the first affirmation of the day that I want everybody to say to themselves, I want you to find a mirror, find a phone, or just say it out loud into the atmosphere. Just say this: I am good enough. Just say it. Say it with me. I am good enough. Say it. I am good enough. This world will tell you that you're not good enough. The world will tell you that you're inadequate. The world will tell you that you're too short, you're too dark, your skin's too pale, your hair's too thin, your hair's too thick, it's too frizzy. The world will tell you that you're overweight. The world will tell you that you're underweight these days. The world will tell you that you need augmentation. The world will tell you that you don't talk right. In the midst of a world that is constantly telling you that you need to make a change, you need to hear at least one time a day that you're good enough. So I need you to say to yourself, I am good enough. Say it. I am good enough. I am good enough. Can I get somebody to type? That's D. Tui. You are the bomb, D. Tui. You're the bomb, D. Tui. Khalees Long, roll tide. That ain't what I said. I want you guys, who we got? It's been a rough year. That's right, D. It's been a rough year, and people are trying to sell real estate. Whew, don't get me started. But type it in there. I am good enough. Now, we're going to do 3 affirmations. The second affirmation: I will receive love because I will give love. I'm trying to help somebody this holiday season. I will receive love because I will give love. Listen, it is an old wisdom. It's in the Bible. It's in the Pentateuch. It's in the Quran. You reap what you sow. Does everybody understand that? You receive what you put out. So I want everyone, this is the holiday season, to just say, I will receive love because I will give love. And it doesn't matter the order of the statement, but just say, I will receive love because I will give love. And some of you guys are being disobedient. You're actually texting me. I will receive love because I will give love. So the first thing we said is, I am good enough. D2E, you're awesome. You're awesome. And the last thing, our last affirmation of the day is, this is going to be my best week ever. You've heard me say it so many times. This is my mantra, guys. This is what I say. I don't do the thing because I don't do that. I do thing. And so what I'm saying to you guys is, say it to yourself. This is going to be my best week ever. What you're actually doing is conditioning yourself to look for your best week ever. You're conditioning to look for good things to happen to you. You're conditioning your mind to expect good things. I want to talk to you real quick. I'm going to deviate, but I got to say this holiday season. I want to teach you guys about how faith works and how to activate faith like it's a weapon, like it's a remote, like it's something that you can touch. How do you activate tangible faith? Here's how it goes. It's a mindset. Real quick. So think about this. I use this example with staff all the time, and if you haven't heard it, I'm sorry. You believe, if I told you that you found a quarter on the ground, anybody here ever found a quarter or a nickel or a dime? That's easy. You find that. And when you find it, it doesn't shock you. Oh, a quarter. And today, sadly, people might not pick it up because we use credit cards. You don't have nothing to do with a quarter. But did you know that it's just as easily for the Lord, the universe, to give you 250,000 as it is for you to find 25 cents? It is. But you're not looking for it. Because in your mind, you don't believe that you can find that. In your mind, you believe for a quarter, but you don't believe for 250,000. How do you build a 45,000 square foot building? You believe for it. How do you build a 45,000 square foot building when people are talking against you? You believe for it. How do you build a 45,000 square foot building when all things are going wrong? Because you believe for it. Here's the deal. So if I told you that today, Tico, I'm going to give you $10,000.
Okay.
And and that $10,000 is going to come in the mail by UPS, not in the mail, but by UPS, and it'll be there by 1 o'clock. Now, even though you're at work today, if you really believe that $10,000 is coming in the mail by 1 o'clock by UPS, you be telling your supervisor, number one, I'm gonna have to leave work early today. Are we all there? So the first reality check, Tamara, are we telling the truth? If you thought $10,000 was coming in the mail at 1 o'clock and you're sitting here at ORRA at 12, would you not immediately get up and tell your supervisor, hey, I'm gonna need to leave a little early today? You wouldn't tell her or him why. You would just tell them, I need to leave a little early. Is everybody on one accord? That's the first sign of faith. That's the first sign of activating what's going on in your atmosphere and in your universe. The second thing you do is you would hustle home. You take the fastest route to get there because you're trying to get to your $10,000. That's the second sign. You actively making plans to get there. But when you got home, if you actually felt and believed that $10,000 was coming at 1 o'clock, you would not just be sitting there flipping the TV remote. You wouldn't. Where would you be, Juan? You'd be at the front door looking. You'd have the door cracked. You'd be making sure the doorbell. That's active faith. And if you apply that to your sales, oh my God, I just blew your mind. If you applied that to how you actually work your leads, oh my goodness, I just blew your mind. If you applied that same activity to how you run your business, you would have business and wouldn't be in mind. So that's been Uplift with Cliff. We're getting ready to close out. I got to send my shout outs today. Big shout out to Jay Underwood Smith. I love you, sis. Lisa Hill, it's going to be the best week of your life. D Tui, I've been loving you since love was invented. Matthew Limonakis, the man. Great job. Stay in seminary school. I love you, brother. Keela Long, you know I love you. Deidre Graybill, that's right. You got to expect great things. This is going to be your best week ever. Focus on your business. Stay focused. Have some humility, active listening, and embracing change. We are signing out for 2025, and I love you. Goodbye. Woo-hoo.
It's time to be better, do better, see better. It's time for Uplift with Cliff. To get a little uplift with Cliff. With Cliff. Time to rise, time to shift. Get your spark, get your gift. Yeah, it's time for Uplift with Cliff. Are you ready for some uplift with Cliff? Welcome to Uplift with Cliff. Uplift.